Hello, hi, what is going on? It's me, back at it again. If you're new here, you are obviously lost, but that's okay. We still want you here. Hello, welcome, hi. Today I thought I'd just sit down and give some of my thoughts on the latest ABH kicking people off their PR list. I don't really have that many thoughts on it, surprisingly. I do talk about ABH a lot. I feel like just because they're so involved in everything, and they're a brand that so many people know about. So, before we get into it, today's reusable drinking apparatus is this lovely Pokemon mug that I got from a store that was closing down. Shout out to Shopko. And yeah, let's get into it. I want to start off by saying that I don't personally know anyone on the PR list, and I'm not personally against ABH. My latest videos have been a lot about ABH and the whole MLM scandal where they were partnering with Roden and Fields. However, in my opinion, Norvina handled that situation with enough speed that it didn't come off as terrible as it could have been. I believe that the way she handled it was good and did create a good enough impact to at least smooth over the brand. However, when it comes down to it, I'm also not sure how it works with the whole contract that they might have had with Roden and Fields. So that's also to be noted that I'm still kind of skeptical of the brand, although I don't hate them. And I also don't have any personal connections to anyone on a PR list. If you can't tell, my makeup is not stellar. I just do it for fun. There's nothing more to that. I don't do makeup as an artist, so I'm not speaking from an artist perspective either. I'm just speaking as a normal person in the normal world who knows nothing about PR, has never received PR, doesn't do makeup for a profession, and isn't fully against Anastasia. If you haven't heard, Anastasia Beverly Hills has been removing people from their PR list. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, why is this such a big deal? Who cares? It's a PR list. I'm not a makeup artist. Who's up here being bothered? Well, it gets a little bit more complicated than that when you know the history of the brand and the history of this whole PR search. So Anastasia is very promoted on Instagram and Twitter and all of that, and so they decided to do a PR search, where basically they had a bunch of makeup artists. They told everyone. They didn't have anyone do anything. They didn't force anyone. But they told everyone, go ahead, post a picture of your makeup look, tag us. If we really like your look, we'll reach out and we'll put you on our PR list. Now, the really game-changing thing about this was that anyone could participate. Doesn't matter if you're a tiny micro influencer all the way up to someone with 100,000 followers. Didn't matter. You could all participate and you could all put in your pictures and see if ABH liked you or not. As you can imagine, an opportunity to be on a big brand's PR list led to pouring in of thousands upon thousands of pictures and tweets and all of this because everyone wanted to shoot their shot. I mean, why not? If you're a makeup artist and you need more makeup, go ahead. If you're an influencer and, want to create some funky wild look with all of the latest ABH stuff, go ahead. If you're a YouTuber and want to be able to film videos on ABH products before they even come out, hell yeah, throw your stuff out there. So there was an influx and everyone was just throwing their pictures into the pool. And then Norvina reached out to a couple people. Well, not Norvina personally, let me make that clear. Their PR team reached out to a couple hundred people, not a couple hundred, a few hundred people, and added them to their PR list. People were pretty critical of the PR search, actually, and you might be thinking, well, why be critical of something that could be so beneficial to smaller creators? Well, the issue was that a lot of people saw it as free advertising. It was basically having a ton of people use ABH products, have a ton of people post their looks using ABH products, tagging ABH, and showing all of their followers without ABH actually having to pay anything for that content other than the chance to be on their PR list. So a lot of people saw that and said, well, everyone's just doing free advertising now. Everyone's flooding my feed with ABH stuff when I might not even want it. And also, it seems to some people that this came off as desperate from the, smaller creators, smaller influencers. I have to disagree with part of that. I agree that this definitely was an amazing advertising stunt because even if they didn't intend it to be, so many people posted looks with the ABH stuff, so many people were tagging them, it was popping up everywhere. Like, you couldn't go onto Twitter or Instagram without being hit by an ABH look. So brilliant advertising. Even if it wasn't their intended effect, that's how it was. And I disagree with the fact that people were coming after smaller creators saying that they were desperate. Because if you have the chance to get free product and you have the chance to grow your platform by being on such a PR list, why wouldn't you want to do that? It's super easy to critique someone in that position and say, well, you should just work for it or buy it with your own money, until maybe you're in that position. I'm a college student right now, and if someone or some book company told me, hey, I'll give you free textbooks for all 4 years, all you have to do is post an image of you in your textbook with like the hashtag studying hard on Instagram, and you could have a chance at this, I'd say, hell yeah, like, why not? Why? So think of that in your own life, in your own context. Think of something that you'd love to have for free, and then think about if a brand offered you that for like posting a look or posting a picture with the product in it. You'd probably do it too. So I disagree with the whole, well, they're desperate. Anyway, that's all old stuff, and we can continue with the story now. So the story now is ABH is kicking people off of this PR list about a year after they were put onto the PR list. It's oof. The reason I say it's oof is because I have mixed opinions on it, to be honest. On one hand, any time on a PR list is good. Like, why not? Like, you get the free products, you get to post about the products, why not? On the other hand, it seems kind of shady to have these people who gave you free advertising and then be like, no thanks, move on. Let me make it clear too that they're not kicking everyone off the PR list. They're only kicking specific people off the PR list. Now, why do those specific people? I can't tell you, but I'm guessing it's because their engagement hasn't been that great, maybe, or they don't see the return on investment from those people as much. That would be my guess. As a business, that's the only thing that makes sense. However, as a human being, I could totally see how that could be internalized and feel like maybe you're not good enough if you're the one who got kicked off the PR list. So I also see it from that perspective of I'd hate to be the one being kicked off, even though in my mind I can rationalize why I would be if I wasn't getting good engagement, it would still sting. So why do I think they're doing this all of a sudden after a year of, successful PR? Well, A, they're not getting the return on investment on those people who they are kicking off. And B, I think we're getting geared up to do another PR search. That would be my prediction. That would be what would make sense to me, is that we're getting rid of people on the old PR list so that we can bring some new ones in. And in that case, I'm all for it. I mean, if those people weren't reaching your business goals, then maybe it's time for them to go. And that sucks. Believe me, from a human perspective, that sucks. But at the same time, the business has to do what's best for the business. Need I say it? Businesses are not people. They are not your friends. They will not help you in any way. They're here to make money, okay? So kicking people off to bring new people on makes the most sense. I don't think anyone should take it personally. I mean, yeah, it does seem like in your head at night, when you're sleeping and you're kind of like, God, like, why did this happen to me? And your brain starts running a whole bunch of scenarios about like why you weren't good enough. I don't want anyone to be doing that. That's my only concern, is that maybe some people feel that way, and I would never want anyone to feel that way, but at the same time, the business does what's best for the business, and this is just another lesson of why as consumers, we can't feel like we're friends with a business. ABH is not my friend. They don't owe me anything other than good products when I spend my money on their products. That's all they owe me. So, yeah. If you know anyone who is actually on the PR list, or if you have any different opinions, please let me know down below, because I'm actually genuinely curious how those people have been taking it, or even if they were the ones who were saved and kept on the PR list. I'd love to know. But yeah, leave me your comment down below. Let me know what you think. As always, continue being a wonderful person and having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!